Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, happy Thursday night. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Happy 6 days till Christmas Thursday. Happy I had to make sure that my mic wasn't muted Thursday. Woo! Hey, y'all, welcome in. It is another episode of Discussions. Do I need a new name? Here's the question. Listen, y'all. You are the crew. You are the community. You are the people that can make decisions like this and really have significant input. Do I need to change the name? I like it. I like Discussions. I do. I think it really encompasses what we're going to do here over the next year, months, whatever you want to call it. But listen, hey, welcome in. Appreciate y'all being here. Sorry I am late. I apologize. I don't normally do this. It is Brandy's fault. I never blame anyone but myself. And honestly, I could probably blame TikTok Shop. So listen, real quick. Obviously, it's the holidays. It's fun stuff and all the good things, right? So we had dinner. We decided to go out for a hot minute. We were on our way back. We came back. We got back. This is how it went down. I got a text message. Hey, Dave, should we go out to Martini night? Sure, why not? We go out occasionally on Martini night. Excuse me, on Martini night. Yeah, great. This was the response. I look cute. I want to go out on Martini night. So she comes home from school. She does look cute, by the way. Obviously. But she doesn't take her boots off. She's like, if I take my boots off, we're not going anywhere. Let's rock and roll. So we went out, had dinner, couple of libations. Then we got home and we couldn't get her boots off. These are boots we bought from TikTok Shop, and frankly, they're fantastic. They're great. Love it. She loves them. They're comfortable as hell. But less than 8 minutes ago, she was hanging on to the dining room table. Sorry, kitchen table, if we want to get specific. The kitchen table, as I attempted to wrangle her boot off of her. We're 2 for 2. Everything's good, but we're good to go. 33 of you, and appreciate y'all being here on a Thursday night. Fun stuff, but that is the reason we are late. I apologize. It is on me, but listen, let's say hello to everyone. Kenneth H, what's going on? By the way, Kenneth, thank you, sir. The thumbnail is Kenneth's doing. It is absolutely fantastic. Love it so much. So he's so good with AI, and it 100% looks like me. I think I have that same jawbone and superstructure and baldness. It's fantastic. But Kenneth, welcome in. Christine Hickman, how are you? Sam, what's going on? Samantha Lowe, hope you are well. Tina T. Marie, hope you are well as well. Mandy V. Michael Geyer, welcome in. Tigger, Jeff, Sean W. What's going on? Surf Bum, John, what's up, dude? Hope you're well. Alan Penny, welcome in. Noah, what's up, dude? Gary, my guy, Old Man Burger. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're well. Crystal K, one of the infamous K family. We appreciate y'all. Nick and Virginia, welcome in. Hope you're well. Candy Mom, happy Thursday. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Fun stuff. I have no clue what you're talking about. Festive. Ugh. Yeah, well, you got deleted. You were good. All right. Boo. Debbie T. Tell Debbie what's going on. Jay Grubbs, what's going on, my guy? Hope you are well. Mandy V. Stephen K. Mr. the Crab. Hello, hello. G. Wilson. What's up, man? Welcome in. Bam. So hope you're all well. It's Thursday. The real question is, are we all ready for Christmas? Are we all ready? And frankly, am I wrong? Doesn't CHAUN Sean Luca 2024 isn't that's what I thought. Yeah, Hanukkah, Christmas, same day, right? Love that. Karen, what's going on? Welcome in. I apologize. Julie McCown, welcome in. Hope you are well as well. It says no, I think we said hello. What's going on? So welcome in, y'all. Appreciate you more than you know. Huge shout out to all of the patrons that are hanging out here tonight. Debbie Bernfeld, Mandy V, Jill W, Jason Udo, Karen Cook, Jeanette Sebastian the Crab, Nicole Happy's Haunt, and Kenneth H. Thanks, patrons. Appreciate you all. Huge shout out to you. If you are interested, information on the Patreon is down below. $5. I am doing my best as we move forward here into 2025 to be a lot more engaging in that capacity. But appreciate you all, Candy Mom. Appreciate that. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button, folks. Appreciate y'all. Robert Dixon, welcome in, man. Hope you are well as well. So look it. I'm here. Brandy is off doing Brandy things. So we'll be back Sunday. We will be back for that. I'm not quite sure how this is gonna roll out. I don't know if it's gonna be Tuesdays or Thursdays. We'll figure it out. But 7:30, 8 o'clock. And honestly, I'm looking for input from y'all. When do you want to put up with me after this and that? Outside of this and that, I guess, is the real question. But yeah. So we got some good stuff coming up after the first year. We got Foreshore podcast coming back. I have some folks lined up. We're going to do that. It's going to be a same format, a bit different. Not for nothing. We're going to start. We're just going to start talking to people, whether it's Disney, whether it's content creation, whether it's something completely outside of that. Hopefully bring something that's entertaining to y'all. Some semblance of edutainment, entertainment, whatever you want to say. But we're going to probably start doing that on Tuesdays or Thursdays, depending on guests' availability. We'll do that live, and then it will be on Spotify, Apple, and all of that from a podcast standpoint. Two, there's going to be something else. We're going to talk Disney, much like tonight with the opening of the tower that doesn't need to be, but it looks really awesome. And we got menus for Festival of the Arts, and don't necessarily not super concerned about this one, but 2026. Look, B and I have wanted to go to Festival of the Arts since its inception, and we haven't been able to make it, but it's looking like 2026 is going to be it. Stephen K. Okay, I have some experience now with the new Poly Tower restaurant. Why Lulu Bar and Grill, since I ate there three times. Damn, dude. Stephen K., we're gonna have you on to just talk about this. Candy's mom's heading down in just over a month. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of streams on Thursdays. I get it. Between Jerf, between Corey, throwing that in there, and then you got Dad Builds later. I mean, look at y'all. There's all kinds of stuff to watch, but I'll say there's only 7 days in a week, so it's not like we can fit everything in. With D&T being on Wednesday, Steve being on Monday, and those commitments, right? So yeah, I mean, legit, we are in an era when it really comes to Disney content creation that there's an absolute boatload of awesomeness out there. From live streams to 100% content creation and give me a second. I'm gonna share this because, man, she is doing some absolute work when it really comes to dining reviews that are out there. Bear with me real quick, you guys. If you aren't a fan of Right Down Main Street, I'm gonna drop a link here. Head on over. She does an absolutely out of this world job when it comes to dining reviews. Absolutely killer. So check her out. Yeah. So any rate, lots of content out there, tons of content out there between TikTok, between YouTube, between Instagram and all the others. Nice to hear, Jeff. That's awesome. Yeah, she's fantastic. Does such a good job. Yeah, Kenneth, right? Huge amount of Disney content. And the thing is that everyone, yeah, Kenneth H. She's definitely she's in that. There's I think it's something Kingdom. It's like 2Ks. I forget. They did a boatload, and there's another dude that's involved in that. But yeah, so awesome. Just I'd seen her with Nate on several things, and then before we stayed at the Coronado this last time, Kingdom Crew. Thank you, Sam. Love it. I knew Sam would know because she knows everything. But they had a ton of content out there, and then I saw that she had a bunch of Coronado stuff when it comes to good stuff to eat at, well, Coronado in general. Yeah, right down Main Street. Yes, Chris. Okay, 100%. Took a bunch of those recommendations when we stayed there. Oodalali Lane, welcome in. Hope you are well. Tina, what's going on? Welcome back in. All good. But yeah, good stuff all the time. But we're not quite we're not 100% sure how this is going to shake out, but hopefully Sunday nights for sure. Probably later, probably 7:30. And again, this is kind of like, when do you want to watch, right? It's football season right now, so don't want to butt up too much against if y'all are gonna plan on watching the Sunday night game. But it's one of those where that 7:30 spot, really enjoyed it. I mean, I always enjoyed going 9 o'clock on Sundays back in the day, especially with Dole Whip Dad, doing that, talking creator stuff. But yeah, having to get picky also, Kenneth. Too many out there. Yeah. Well, look, there's so much out there. You can only watch so much, and y'all watch what best suits you, for real. So I think we're gonna lean more, and I've been thinking about this. Brady and I were talking about this a little bit. We really enjoy doing dining stuff. Between the two of us, we absolutely love doing dining stuff, but not being there often it's kind of tough. But I'm pretty okay at planning things, so I think we're gonna lean into that. I think I want to lean into that more so. Not even a we. I want to lean into that, right? And focus on tools I use, kind of go from there. And it's pretty bananas that, and all y'all, please comment on this because you guys go as much, if not more, than I do. I think at this point, I think that Lightning Lane in general is an unnecessary replacement for what FastPass Plus was. FastPass Plus was a fantastic addition to your tickets that you paid for, but now that it is a paid add-on, even on short trips, the experience that I have, the knowledge that I have, what I know, and I say I'm not a big fan of saying I. I'm a big like we, but like in this household it's me 100%. But like for sure we can get everything done that we need to without paying for anything. And that's the type of information I want to spread because look, if you guys have been around for any sort of a hot minute watching this channel, you know that we know that Disney is not a cheap date. And if you are a fan of it, you know you're going to pay money. But here's my deal. It's all about value. We talked about it Sunday. If you happen to be here, we were talking about we were upgrading or downgrading lounges that we love across the board. And I guess I didn't really say that a lot on Sunday. Every single lounge that we talked about, we're huge fans of. We love La Cava. We want to love La Cava more so. And I really hope that some of it comes back to kind of older school, but it happens. It's a thing. And we want to, Michael Geyer, what's going on? We really hope it elevates. But like kind of same with Enchanted Rose. Like I know I gave it a ton of shit last time or on Sunday, but like I did it because it's not worth your dollar. I don't want to sit here and be the guy who's like, dude, Enchanted Rose is literally the place you have to go if you go to Grand Flow. Nah, it's not. Go to the pool bar, get a drink, come back in, sit and watch the piano guy. You're gonna save yourself. Literally, if two of you are doing it, if you know, you and your wife, you and your husband, whatever, are attempting to enjoy a drink at the lounge, dude, it's not worth going to Enchanted Rose. Personally, that's just me. Mandy V says I'm old school and I enjoy standing in line and people watching. No, I agree. Just Noah says standby for life, and that's fine. But here's the deal: I'm okay with standby if it's like the fifth thing I've done that day. There is no reason whatsoever that A, you need to pay for Lightning Lane, but B, that you haven't put yourself in a position to get your top 3 things done before 10 a.m. And I know a lot of people are not early birds. I know that people really subscribe to this. I'm on vacation. I don't want to get up early. But I implore you that if you are there for 5 days and you are going to the parks for 4 of them, and one of them is Magic Kingdom, if you don't get your ass out of bed to get there before park open so you can take advantage of those 30 minutes to get on Tron before park officially opens, that's on you. But you can get that shit out of the way without having to spend $22 per person. So I saved you $88. And now that's your lunch. Because you can go to Columbia Harbor House and eat for $20 per person. This is it right here. Plan well enough and you do not need Lightning Lane. The day you pick to go to a certain park is most important. I agree. So again, I'm a huge proponent of touring plans, and we'll get into this down the road, right? Like I am a look at touring plans, figure out what day is going to be the best day to go to the park, get in there early, get your stuff done, get through it, be done with the top 5 things you want to do by 10:30, top 6 things you want to do by 11:30. And that gives you some grace, okay? And then things like Magic Kingdom. Let's take Magic Kingdom specifically, right? Especially as we move into 2025, where Big Thunder Mountain is not going to be there. So that's a people eater. It's going to be gone. You're down that. So you have Tiana, which is still on, and I think it will be for a while. It might surprisingly go back to a standby, but it is virtual queue. So the left side of the park, everyone that is quote unquote big, right? All the e-ticket, if you will, gonzo. One's not there. One is a virtual queue. Jungle Cruise, because I don't think they have enough good skippers to do their thing, is a super long line. Pirates has been super short honestly, from what I've looked at, when I've looked at wait times over the last 6 months, maybe 4, to be honest, somewhere in that ballpark. But I think that's going to be completely screwed by middle of 2025 because of the Pirates bar / lounge that's going in. So we got that. You got Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. You got Peter Pan. And then you got the right side of the park. You know, we called it Walcott, and we were really pissed off at Epcot. Dude, I am telling you, Magic Kingdom, the day and a half minimum park, is going to end up being a one-day park for everyone, and Disney is going to regret what they've done. That's just me. I might be a little harsh. I probably shouldn't say that, but like, it's going to be that, because if you are reasonably intelligent when it comes to how you plan your day, get up early, get there, get on Tron, then you could theoretically, if you wanted to, spend 40 minutes on Tron instead of 0, or instead of the 22 minutes it takes to walk through. I would actually like to do both of those maths, where you go directly to Seven Dwarfs, get it done, turn around, run, do not pass go, do not collect $200 over to Tron, and you do that. Get that done, walk out, check out space, and then from there, hightail it over at 9:15 to Jungle Cruise, which will be 15, 20, 25 minutes. And then hit that Pirates Haunted Mansion Small World. If you're a Peter Pan fan, I would wait until a little bit later. That's been fluctuating up and down. Then go hit Flight of the Little Mermaid, or whatever it's called. Walk around, do your Space Ranger spin, and then Space Mountain, and you've hit most of the good stuff. Really, Mandy V, it's a great roller coaster. It's little. The thing is like, if you've done Slinky Dog is better. It's done by the same people. It's very similar. The whole rocking of the cars depends on whether or not you have people in your car that want to rock. Rock and Roller Coaster is more than a 4-hour wait the week of Thanksgiving. Well, I will caveat all of this with the fact that if you are there Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, some of the President's Day weekends, and it's a short President's Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, those weekends, holiday weekends, race weekends. If you're there those weekends, do have no expectation of getting stuff done. You're going to pay at that point. It's really funny because Studios is harder to do than Magic Kingdom. But I still say, if you put a little bit of time in, you get everything done. For sure. We didn't stay on property and didn't buy Lightning Lane, and got on Tron, did Tiana, and everything else we wanted to without super long waits. Yep. To be honest, I think it's the most gate-kept secret at Disney is that you don't have to pay. To be honest, if we really think about it, when damn it, when FastPass Plus was free and everyone got 3, it automatically made the FastPass line the line, and everything else, the standby line, was a add-in. Zanlax, I appreciate that, by the way, means walk briskly since there's no running in the parks. Yeah, I agree. But I feel that like when people just scheduled 3 because they were free, a lot of people scheduled stuff that they didn't necessarily need to schedule, but they did because it was free. Why wouldn't you? I would take advantage of it as well. But what we're finding out with this paid version is that a lot of times the standby line is more more line, right, than it used to be. %. Also, to be honest, a lot of the wait times weren't as long as listed. So that brings up the next point. Look, I wasn't planning on going into this, and they are not a sponsor, but I love them. Love them as an organization, as a 100% win in the best. I'm checking here real quick. I want to say it's the best $20 you're going to spend on your Disney vacation. For $24.97, I'm gonna share this because I love me. It's Jeanette here because I know she's on my side when it comes to our good friends over at Touring Plans. Look, if you haven't heard me talk about Touring Plans, I will. $25, it's the best $25 you will spend for your Disney vacation. What you get is full access to their crowd calendar. You get crowd tracker, which means you get to be able to put your stuff in, put your dates in for your trip. But more so, this over here, this fun up to the minute mobile access. They have their own app. You go into that app. It shows you what the posted wait time is at, let's say, Big Thunder Mountain, and it's 45 minutes. And it will tell you that it is really only 31 minutes based on their algorithm, based on historic information that they have. I will tell you what, Len Testa and the team over at Touring Plans has absolutely, unequivocally been the go-to. We can make your vacation shorter property that's out there. Timothy Rainwater's welcome, and I think I said that already, but I'm going to say it again. Yeah, Kenneth said that Jeanette is a huge fan, as does Mr. the Crab. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the best $25 you'll ever spend. Again, not a sponsor. Been an absolute fan since I've been a member since 2011. And they have saved me countless hours. And beyond that, the one thing that they do, if you're staying on property and you want to, if you have an area that you want to stay in, right? So you know that you're just getting a standard room, but you want to stay in X area. They have a way you can go online, put all this information into where you're going to stay, and basically press a button and say, this is my room request. And they will 5 days out automatically do the room request. That $25 to be able to do that puts you. I've used it multiple times. I've gotten the exact room, if you will, one of the exact 6 rooms that we requested every time. And I know it's like a 90% hit rate. It's by far worth your $25. This is not a commercial. I feel like my name's Ronco. My name's Ron Papil. But wait, there's more. No, they're fantastic. Len Testa, if you happen to watch this on replay, please send me a message. I would love to have you on the podcast and talk. It is like for real, guys, for real. And I'm talking to y'all. The first podcast I ever listened to surrounding this was Matt Hochberg and the crew, including Len Testa, on the WW Today podcast. And I learned so much. It's what got me to where I am today from when it comes to planning vacations, right? Use Touring Plans every single year. Appreciate all of that. Love the communication they do. bananas good. Set it and forget it, says Mr. the Crab. 100%. It really is. 60 days out, 90 days out, you can be like, I want this room, blah, 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 blah. You've done your research. It's all good. You go into here, you can actually see what the room view looks like. They have pictures. It's bananas good. Listen, there's 50 of you in here. I would be remiss to not say, look, if you're new, there's a subscribe button. It'd be awesome if you hit that. 2, if you don't want to commit, if you don't want to commit to what the hell is this weird, I haven't shaved in a while. He's sitting at the poly, but people aren't moving. It's a live stream. We said we were going to talk about the poly. We've been talking about how to plan a Disney vacation instead. At any rate, if you want to commit, please hit the thumbs up button. Would appreciate y'all. Kenneth. Yeah, I do. No commitments. It's all good, man. It's all good. We're here. But listen, thank you all for being here. Appreciate you hanging out on a Thursday night. I know you got options. We talked about it a hot minute ago. But look it, if I may, and excuse my French. Holy crap, the new tower looks great. Long story short, I'm not going to pull up any video. I could. I didn't really prepare for it. Secondly, I don't want to steal other people's content. If Steve would go there and send me video, I'm all about it. But we'll talk about that in the future. But look at it. It looks like the Polynesian version of the Destino Tower, where everything's up. You can look down into a lower lobby. Looks fantastic. I love all the little nods to Moana. Like, I'm not a I think I've seen Moana once. And I'm not against Moana. I think it's a great movie, great story. It's awesome. I love the fact that they're folding that IP into I'll take a step back. It's not like they're shoehorning in the Incredibles into the contemporary. Polynesian flows really well. That splash pad with Moana looks awesome. They did, just said it. They did such a good job with it. The inside-outside bar, fantastic. It is going to be overrun with content creators for the next 90 days attempting to watch the fireworks from that bar. I think that Disney, again, decided that they were smart, went back to pre-pandemic times and said, this is where we're putting the bar because I can see it from there. Looks awesome. Karen, appreciate y'all. Enjoy dinner. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. It is, and Stephen K, you can probably look. He just said view's amazing, right? Like I am, I'm kind of excited about it, right? Watching room tour of the tower. I'm more interested in the food. I'm not going to spend on the tower room. I might rent points to do it. My whole take on it is, when they added the Polynesian bungalows, and it was like, these are awesome. No one's going to stay in them. No one's going to drop 4, 8, 9, 1,000 billion grand a night. Brian, Sports and Entertainment, welcome in. No one's going to do that. Debbie B, what's up? Welcome in. This one's different. This one's got a ton of spots for people not staying there to enjoy, much like Grand Flow Lobby, much like the Polynesian Lobby in Tambu Lounge. Is it Waikiki? Is that how they're pronouncing it? I think so. The new lounge looks fantastic. Haven't dug into the menu too much, but I will over the coming weeks. The only thing that bothers me about the tower are the big holes they put in it. Wailulu, thank you. They put 2 big atriums that are big squares in the tower. And not for nothing, kind of weird. I'm sure it's awesome, but it's kind of weird. Any rate, I think I bitched about it a week ago. The tower looks great. I hate the Skyline edition, but like everything there, I feel like they said, "Hey, we got this thing called Alani. Why don't we build something significantly similar to it at Walt Disney World and charge a shitload for it?" It's what they did. It might be worth it. It's all good. I did see one room tour of the whatever they're calling the super special deluxe studio where there is no bed. The bed folds out of the wall. And again, whatever, do your thing. It's all good. I'm not DVC. I don't think I ever will be DVC with the lack of perks that they're giving with that duo suite. There we go. It says Kenneth. Yeah, that's what it's called. The thing is, the room looks bananas cool. I'm not paying $1,000 for it, but it looks pretty okay. I'm the one just sitting here talking about it. If y'all want to go see it, there's a boatload of creators that have been there, that have stayed there. Jeff do Philly crew. They were just in a room. We were looking at it while we were at dinner. There's that. Carney toured it. Josh and Jenna have a review. 100% go do your thing. Go check those out. My take is I'm not going to pay for it. If I rent points from a friend, hell yeah, I'll figure it out how to stay there. Zanlak says he was worried it was going to be another Communicore, but Disney did a solid job. I wasn't worried about that from a blank slate kind of standpoint, but they did a great job. They absolutely did a great job. Big fan. For sure. So look at what I think is going to happen is it's going to end up being an addition to Monorail Crawl. For sure. People are going to go hang out there. It's going to be, at least for a while, the new hotness, the place to go, if you will. So nothing wrong with that. Disney, I commend you. I think you did a great job on something that a lot of people were super poo-pooing on the front end, including myself. I wasn't a big fan of adding that tower where it was. I think it was encroaching on what the Grand Flow did. Be really cool if we figure out how to meld it, but it looks good. Mandy V, yes, it is the new shiny toy. Watching the fireworks there, not too bad either, says Stephen K. So, yeah, it's probably pretty solid. As you get closer to the Grand Flow, it's a different angle, but it looks really good from that spot. So look, not for nothing. This place is there. It's there to stay, obviously. I think it's a big win. I am interested, and this is a whole conversation for another stream with some other people. But yes, this is my point, and they are building yet another new shiny toy in Reflections. Have we all seen the pictures of that where they've got the first floor in? They're going to build the second. Here's my thing. At what point do people start pushing back on DVC? From a consumer standpoint, the issue is that I've seen way too many 20-somethings be like, I spent $67,000 on my last Disney trip. Let me show you how. And then they show that they spent $13,000 on the actual trip, but $45,000 to buy DVC. And look at, y'all are young. Y'all don't know. It's up to you. If it's how you want to spend your money, you do you. It's fine. If you think you're going to get your value out of just that, cool. There are those of us that are bald that wears hats that have a 1 on the front of their license when it comes to birth date that remember when DVC was a real value. And it's really frustrating to me. I had this conversation earlier today, and it was was based around the fact, did y'all see the article stating that moving forward, this was just passed, resorts, hotels, whatever, who have these quote unquote hidden fees, which frankly Disney never did until COVID, have these hidden fees, now have to throw it out there. I will give you my personal experience recently. We were at Disney in November. Part of that, they said, hey, we have a bounce back offer. It is 30% off of rooms. All of 2025, moderate rooms. So cool. I booked. When I booked, I looked online ahead of time and it said that room was going to be $198 plus taxes and fees. Who wants to guess how much the room was per night? $198 was what they told me. I will give it a moment. They told me $101.98 dot change. At the end of the day, it's still a great deal. Zanlex says $237. $215 says Mandy V. 300 says Tigger Jeff. That's actually a pretty reasonable estimate. 180 says Noah. Noah says that Disney's going to charge us less. Never. 265, Mr. the Crab. It was $249 a night, which included taxes and a resort fee. And I kind of choked on my water at that point. I'm like, resort fee? They're like, yeah, there's a resort fee. I can't tell you what stream it was. It was probably multiples. I can't tell you what video it was. It was a video, probably multiples. I love me some Disney World. We all know that. I'm a parks guy. But I love the fact that I can book it. And while I book it, it is 100%. It's all perks. Here's your costs. There's no parking cost. There's no this. There's no that. This is what you get. And it still to this day angers me. Nay, pisses me off that Disney has decided to regress to the mean and say, well, everyone else does it. And add in a resort fee. And it's frustrating as hell. Because I would rather you tell me it was going to be $238 plus tax. I'd be okay with that. I'd 100% be okay with that. Frankly, I think most people going to Disney would be okay with that. Let's look at it. Caribbean Beach, Coronado, Port Orleans, French Quarter, Riverside French Quarter. All of those are moderate resorts. All of those moderate resorts are going to be from at 25 to 30% off. They are going to be somewhere in the ballpark of $195 to $265. Now, if you're going a little more specialized room beyond that, that's understandable. But what most humans will book in that ballpark. Excuse me. $195 to $265. You tell me that resort fee of $30 a night makes such a difference that people aren't going to book, that if you said it was $225 to $275, no one gives a shit. No one cares. They've already made the decision to go to Disney. They've already made the decision that they're going to spend that money. It is beyond frustrating to me that we have to play stupid reindeer games. And reindeer was going to be the F word, but I decided not to. Can we just stop having stupid effing corporate meeting decisions filter down to real conversation and real communication with your customer? It's so frustrating. Such a rip. There's no reason for them to be a rip. And do you make money selling your points? Gee Wilson, you can, for real. Problem with DVC is that you don't own anything. You're just locked in for vacations for 30 years, 100%. Yeah. I just want the place that I want to vacation to go back to when they were the leader, not the person that regresses to the mean. And I'll be honest here. Look, a lot of this stuff gets rolled up into politics. It shouldn't. If a company is a private company, even a publicly held company, and this is what they want to put forward, go for it. I don't care. I like your parks. I don't necessarily agree with everything. But look it. Let's all agree on one thing. You're better than everyone else. From customer service standpoint, you're better than everyone else. You lost it during COVID, but now you're back. I've seen so many positive things. Look at Tally. Such a great interaction, right? Like that could have been squashed by corporate easily. They aren't going to. Let's look at the fact that we're a leader, not just another top 5 destination. Nah, you got so many people. Not just me, not just us in this chat. Not just people that are Disney nerds. Not just that. You got so many people that it is a rite of passage to go to Disney for their kids at some point. And they just don't know how to do it anymore. It's too difficult. It's not if you talk to someone like me and actually listen. Frankly, that was me being a little pompous. Y'all know, y'all have your own way to attack the parks. I like sharing my way. I think it's the best, but that's because I got some weird freaking mental predictive index thing. It's a long story. I'll tell you that at some point. But like my idea is always the best, even when it's wrong. It doesn't matter. That's how I roll. It's like Steve. His idea is always the best. He never admits that he's wrong. Love him. Love you, Steve, if you're watching. Anywho, my whole point is stop attempting to get back into the thick of things and forget the thick. Get out of it. Get above it. Be like these drones in New Jersey and fly high. Fly high. Soar, Disney. Be the leader. You always were. You always will be. You're from Wexford. Did I ever tell you that? Hey, listen, y'all have been around long enough. Have I ever told you the you're from Wexford reference? Local radio station in Pittsburgh, 105.9, which is the alternative rock place. In the early 2000s, Christina Aguilera is a Pittsburgh product. She is from the suburb of Pittsburgh and went to Wexford High School, which Wexford is the spot where Mary Lemieux lives. So if you don't know, there might be some money there. Anywho, long story short, he tells this whole shtick, and this is in the midst of the Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson, yada, yada, yada. And then there was Christina Aguilera, which early on, completely different sound, completely different focus, all of that. And then she rolled into everything else. And his whole argument was, look, you are different. You're from Wexford. And I totally agree on the Christina thing, whatever. But here's my thing. Disney, you're from Wexford. Stop it. Stop trying to be like everyone else. You don't need to. You pioneered what Imagineers are. You pioneered parks like this. You pioneered all of it. Universal is on your coattails. And you know what? What's really funny, May 22nd, when that place opens up, they're still going to be on your coattails. Doesn't matter. I mean, Disney is the empire. I agree with that. But Disney's also the place that made it right. Like, let's just know what your value is. And let's know that you're not going to be the cheapest in town. And let's just know the only way you're going to piss people off is if you start to nickel and dime them. Because guess what? Everyone else does too. What pisses me off is when I go to X, Y, and Z and I get nickel and dime. If I know that I'm coming to you and it's like, hey, my vacation budget is $6,000. Your vacation is going to cost you $5,200. Awesome. And then I get there and it's 65. I'm pissed. But if you tell me it's going to be 5,200 and I have budgeted for that and I have given you the 5,200 and there's nothing hidden. Do you know how much I think you are a quote unquote company of your word? Holy shit. Let's rock and roll. This is not difficult. It's really not. By the way, if anyone on LinkedIn is watching this and you happen to have a position open at Disney that is in this vein, you let me know. I'm here for it. Because I'll never be your Imagineer, but I will 100% get you back to reality. Come on. It's not even like I don't know, guys. Please, someone, please tell me, am I just bitching to bitch? I don't think I am. I'm really trying not to. I don't want to. I honestly find significant value. This last trip, when we went in November, where Gianna got the parade down Magic Kingdom, you could have charged me another $2,000. I would have paid it because that is a once in a lifetime experience that you, Disney, allowed to happen through a third party that brought a bunch of girls in, 900 to start over 2 days to march down Main Street USA as cheerleaders and put a ton of effort into all of this. It was awesome. And it's priceless. As a father, as a family man, as Gianna's always going to remember this. It's what you do. Be an adult and realize it, and let's make it easier for everyone. Let's not hide shit. Let's not look at the fact that 80% of our revenue is going to come from the top 20% of America. Shut the hell up. I know that's how business works. I'm in it. I get it. But look, let's look at the fact. Let's look at the fact that a lot of people save up for this for years. And you've made it so inherently complicated. So inherently complicated that those people that go, I love them for the fact that that's what they want to do for their family. And it makes me want to be able to help all of them do it to the best possible way that they can. If you don't think that I know that I'm fortunate that I'm in a position where I can sit here and frankly get emotional and complain about vacation when I know people are struggling these days to really get through the inflation surrounding food. Like trust me, it's not lost on me. But those same people are the people that want to do the once every 5 or once in a lifetime or once every 7-year trips. And long story short, those of us that go often aren't getting screwed. It's the ones that are going once every 7 years because they think they need to pay an extra $1,000 and Disney's just taking it. They think they need to add the dining plan because they haven't done the research, and it's not on them. They don't understand that all of these resources, all the creators we like ancillarily talked about that are out there that give great information day in, day out, that are at the parks all the time. I don't know if they know that they're out there. I think they watch a video or two and it's a top search on Disney World Vacation and all that shit and whatever. But none of the real people that know how to do this, none of the real people that can make it less expensive. When it comes to SEO, they don't trend to that. So I don't know, completely off topic, but if you've been around, you know that that's just the way that it is. So I've been to Disney so many times that you're right to be able to march at Hollywood. I'm telling you, Mandy D, right? Like, I mean, the reason we went is because our family friend who ended up staying with Winston while we were gone, she was a cheerleader in high school. She had the opportunity to go and do this at Magic Kingdom in the same program years ago and didn't. And it's the one regret she has. So we made it happen. If it wasn't for being able to meet up with friends down there, I wouldn't go. Even enough to justify an annual pass. I live 6 hours away. Yeah, I mean, Wendy B, I get it. Like, that's a whole other thing. And I'm really trying to differentiate between like those that go on vacation and those of us that are invested in the community, invested in each other, that have made connections, that have created relationships, fostered those relationships, and literally become best friends with people in this community. Myself and Steve and Zip and Corey and Shep and Dale and Rye Guy. And I really don't want to forget anyone, but like, I'm just looking at like the zombie camp crew right through D&T. D&T doesn't happen if we didn't meet through this community. It's not 5.5 years later where we're talking about all of us getting together. It's not 5. It is, this community is a different animal. The ability to meet people, different animal. But as I think about it, you're more right than I am. Those people that come in that are really just looking for information and then find people, you never know. You might find your best friend here. Who knows? People ask why I keep going. It's truly the memories and the feeling. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, it is. Disney's fantastic at creating nostalgia. And you know what? I buy into it 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. This right here. There's a Delta November Tango, as Gary's logo says. There's a Discord that is out there that if anyone wants to come play COD or just hang out, that can put up with some 100%, more so R-rated material. I've met from this community and Shep forcing me to go play Call of Duty. I've met so many great people, and there's still a ton of great people that are over on that Discord. And frankly, I'm the asshole because I haven't been there in the last month and a half. It's just me. I apologize. Gary, I apologize. You're going to have to carry my ass next time I play over there. By the way, I talked Shep into streaming and playing again when Verdansk is back. So it's a whole other conversation. Gary, love you, brother. Amy, welcome in. But yeah, no, I mean, it is 100% like we've built communities out of this and out of this, and it's broken out into other things. And like 100%, to be honest, that's kind of what I want to do with expanding the podcast outside of the Disney bubble, Disney realm, Disney content creation thing. And it's 100% like I'm into other shit. I like playing video games. I want to talk to my guys over there, have them on the podcast, and walk through that. Our good buddy Riz is he does hip hop rap, and it's bananas good. Bananas good. Love it. But again, love to have a conversation about how he got to that spot. You know, like it is. People like Chris Williamson and the Unsubscribed podcast and Joe Rogan, that's tough to invoke Joe Rogan at my level when he just had Trump, Vance, Fetterman, Musk, all these guys on. Really tough for me to invoke that. But the issue is you look at what that man does and he talks to people that interest him. That's all I want to do. And frankly, I think it's what everyone wants to listen to. Chris Williamson is fantastic. If you haven't, my God, such a great one. Unsubscribe's a little more, I'll say it, NC-17 rated, but they're all vets. They're all super dark humor, but they are very knowledgeable, especially pop culture. Super fun to listen to. But not for nothing. Gee, you're right. Here's the issue. If there's anyone else in this community, I firmly believe that I am the one that can talk for 3 hours. Just saying. That'd be great. Like, for real, man. Come on. But look, we're gonna go high in the sky. We're gonna try to get some folks on here that we can talk about all kinds of stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully, 5 years from now, we're going. Who's the guy ranting and drinking booze? I thought this was Poly Tower and Fart Stream. Yeah, well, my bad. We talked about the Poly Tower. I can talk about farts too. It's all good. Listen, here's the thing about farts. Wow, I almost choked there for a second. Here's the thing about farts. Festival of the Arts, I haven't been to. I saw the menus came out. I really want to talk about it. Maybe we'll do that Sunday when Brandy's here so we can talk about that. But here's the real issue. We've never been. It's on the docket for 2026 for this family. And by family, I mean Brandy and I. Brandy and I have not gotten away as a couple for a long time. And both of us want to look ahead to honestly going to Festival of the Arts. I am completely agnostic about it being Festival of the Arts. From what I see, everything looks awesome. Awesome. Watched too many vlogs over the years. I don't mean that. Watched a lot of vlogs over the years. But Brandy, at her heart and soul, is the creative Aquarius that she is. If you've seen the cakes that she has made for people, she loves to bake. She has done such a good job. If you have seen some of her artwork, she is so expressionist. I don't know if that's a thing. She expressed herself very well through all of that. And I mean, it's really funny. One of the really early on connections that kind of we made was a Disney artist who's like super popular. Like Brandy just messaged him and like they hit it off and whatever. We have artwork of his around here. It is so crazy to me. She's so into it. So she frankly deserves to go, and I want to make that happen. So we're setting it up. So in 2026 we go. The reason we're going to talk about 2025 is that food came out. It looks bananas good. And again, it's like, why the hell is this good? And Food and Wine is good, but it's It's not beef Wellington good, but it looks great. Let's go. Y'all going to farts need to go. Yeah. Nah, Wendy, it's not even about that. It's about I mean, we could budget for whatever, and Flamingo Crossing, great. Staying over there, great. Like there's a lot of low cost when it comes to that, but the issue is that we didn't have tickets, we didn't have whatever, but more so Brady didn't have days. If she teaches, it's in a bad spot, right? Was shocked at how good the food was. I'm not shocked. It makes sense. It doesn't, but it does. But like super like this is what happens, and it's kind of like what like I know Disney has so many booths out because they need to accommodate that many people. But like holy hell, let's lock it in, right? Be good times for sure. But yeah, can we get back to ranting and drinking? Like, what are we talking about? I really don't even know. I'm just going to say this. If you're new, there's a subscribe button. It'd be awesome if you hit it. If you don't want to commit, I understand. There's a thumbs up, hit it. Look we're going to create more content when it comes to what's going on in the Patreon. It's down below. It's $5 a month. If you want to, it's there. Appreciate you. Other than that, I'm looking forward to 2025. It was, and it's on me more than anything, right? Like I'm not trying to be that guy, but it's on me more than anything, right? 2023 was a little bit of a kerfuffle when it came down to it. We had started the podcast, we had ramped it up. September 4th was the last episode. I may or may not have gotten my chest split open September 8th. Never got back at it. That's on me. I probably should have in January. I didn't. But life is what it is. We're moving forward. Said it the other day, and I don't necessarily know if I want to throw this out and promise it, but I will anyways, because y'all deserve it, because y'all are here. Look I owe you more. I owe you more. I owe those that have supported us in the Patreon more. We owe you. And frankly, we're good for it. You guys know I love talking about Disney. You guys know I love talking about random stuff, and I'm here for all of that. So, like, 2025, in my eyes, my goal is for it to be what we expected 2020 to be pre-COVID. When we came out of 2019, we were ready to rock and roll. And it's been 4 years of shit happening. But you know what? It is a lot of mindset. It is a lot of thought process. It is a lot of get to do this as opposed to have to do this. But I get to be here to talk to y'all. I will get to be here to talk with y'all. And just want to say thank you. I'm super excited for what's coming down the pike. I can't tell you exactly what it is, and I can't tell you it's going to follow all of these plans that I'm going to make, and I can't tell you any of that. But what I can tell you is that I'm good at two things in life. One is talking. Just saying. This is such a shit thing. Two is thinking about talking about things. And like you look at like uh it's it, look, to be honest, like the biggest thing of the last 6 months is what the hell am I gonna do? I until recently didn't really buy into to what Disney was doing with the parks. And I'm like, I don't know if I can support that. I don't know if I can sit here and just continue to do just content on that, right? Um, but they're coming back. But on top of that, like I like other stuff, and I don't want to niche down specifically to this. It's kids. It's gonna be random, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm here, Wendy. I love it. But like my whole take on this is, and Brandy's got the boutique, and she's always asked like, how do I grow on TikTok? I'm like, you just have to start stuff. Well, what do I talk about? I don't know. I don't know what you talk about. I don't know what I talk about, but I will tell you that if communication is one of your favorite things to do, which if you can't tell, it's kind of mine. Just start talking, man. 100%. But like super excited to get some folks on in the community, outside of the community. Got a couple of those lined up, getting into some content creation, but outside of this. But like even getting outside of that and talking about random stuff. Super excited. Super excited. But what do you got? I'm gonna open it up. There's 30 plus of you here. If you're new, say hello. If you've been around, say what's up. If you have a question, throw it out there. If you have a topic, throw it out there. I got a few more minutes. I think Chris is going at 9:30, so I don't want to encroach on our good friend Dad Bods. But if you got something, let's talk. I will gladly address pretty much everything, especially since the dude just got transferred from Blair County back to New York. Won't change my creative fees if you use random rants with Dave. Just saying, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do. Pegalatruski. Hey, it's all in there. I love these glasses, by the way. Pegalatruski. I mean, swear to God, they are fantastic. Brady loves them too. We were searching on for taller ones. Same thing. Debbie B, what's going on? So here's a random question for y'all. Do you think that in 5 years, the tower at the Poly is going to fall into such a second class state as Bay Lake has? That's the question. I don't know, but it's all good. Pigletruski, these are great. They're great glasses. Everything fits. I've made ice with everything for a long time. Or for not a long time, but since we got them. Have a container full of cubes. Dave, what are the big holes in the Poly Tower? How it's going to do with hurricanes? I'm super questioning that as well. I feel like they're just creating wind tunnels. Now, the question is, do they have some semblance of emergency shutter that just closes to close that out. Almost guaranteed that it's there. Has to. Just saying. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, for sure. Love it. All right. Well, hey, look it. It's 9 o'clock. Appreciate y'all being here. We kind of hit topics. Kind of didn't. But I will tell you this. We will be back Sunday. Brandy will be with me. Probably be in the 7:30 hour. So we'll see you then. Look at head on over. Dad Builds is there. I think Jeff is probably still doing his thing. If you're 9 chances out of 10, most of you are watching both. So we're good to go. If not, go see Jeff. It is our dream. If not, 9:30, go check out Chris. Dad Bods, Dad Builds, whatever you want to say. But look it. Appreciate y'all being here. Huge thanks to all of our patrons. Debbie Bernfeld, Mandy V, Jill W, Jason Nudo, Karen Cook, Jeanette, Sebastian the Crab, if you will, Nicole Happy Son, and Kenneth H. Appreciate you all. Link to the Patreons below. If it's your speed, cool. $5. Appreciate it. Gonna do a boatload more over there. Not hopefully. Gonna do a boatload. But look, that's what it is. Jeff had submissions had to end early, says Tigger. Okay, cool. Look it. We're all good. Is Chris going early? Is Chris popping at 9? I don't know. Pete's watching football if you want to go see him. But Regina Erie, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope the snow is very snowy up your way. Not really. I heard it was fun last week. Regina, I don't know if you're still in Erie, but I will tell you this. The company that I work for is based out of Erie. And I heard all kinds of super fun stuff over the last 10 days about how much snow y'all got. Ugh, for sure. 4 feet from what I understand. 4 feet. Oodle Lane, Merry Christmas to you as well. Oh, really? You're out east. All right, cool. Didn't know, Regina. I apologize, but didn't know if you were up there on that lake. That apparently the summer's really good because the winter's really bad. But yeah. So anywho, the hell time is Chris going? Don't know. I can't find it. Look it. He'll be out soon. All right. Yeah, 100%. Cool. Well, hey, appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. We will be here. I mean, look, y'all can just say, Dave, talk about random stuff some more. I'll stick around for a little bit. I'm fine with it. But I thought Jeff was rocking and rolling, so I didn't want to not see anything for Chris yet. Okay. So Stephen K. All right. I started doing my shutdown and I didn't. Mandy V, I got tons of stuff to rant on. What do you want to know? Trying to think. I'm trying. Mandy, yeah. Well, she was here, Oodle Lane. I ranted quite a bit. Did I even get to my point? I don't think I did. So I'll pick it up. Did you guys see that there's legislation that's out there now that is stating that if you are an organization such as Disney, that you can no longer hide your fees. So like I was saying about resort fees and all that fun stuff, it was $198. Then by the time I paid for it, it was $250 a night. All of that has to be disclosed at this point. I believe it's starting mid-January. Jake, what's up, dude? We can talk DNTT, Tiki. DNTTs. I do not get the fact that Disney decided to, I guess we kind of talked about it. The fact that they are just joining with everyone else instead of being better. Like, just tell me what it costs. So that's where I'm at. D and Tiki, J Grubs. Look, D and Tiki, we got to talk about that. It's gonna happen, 100%. I'm hoping first Friday the 3rd. I'm hoping first Friday in January, to be honest. It's my hope. So got to get you and Shep on the phone and we'll figure it out. But yeah. So when did the resort fee start? Honestly, I think it was right after COVID. Why Lulu? That looks freaking great. Cocktail classes, Mandy V. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the plan. I mean, we'll get there, but I think we're gonna. My guess is we're gonna start making and talking about. Apparently, I'm gonna have to start liking rum, but we're good. We'll figure it out. It'll be good times for sure. 100. But yeah, D and Tiki is gonna be a good time. Excited for that. Yeah, I'm excited. We're good. It's all good in the hood. But yeah. All right. Whew. All right. So, would rum really kill you? No. I'm okay. Oodalali Lane. Like I don't mind rum. It's just not my favorite. There's rum and bananas, old fashioned. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, look, I'm a whiskey fan. I appreciate that. The back end sweetness with rum is okay. I think half of it is the fact that like Shep's Mai Tai doesn't have a back end sweetness because it's just rum. There's not a lot of additives on top of the rum to make it sweet. So that's more of my issue than anything, right? Like I want the liquor and mixers to be more prevalent than the sugar that was put in to make me like it. It's kind of weird, but it's how I roll. So, right, like my thing is like I like me a Negroni, but I like a Boulevardier more, which is a Negroni with bourbon instead of gin and has Campari, all this fun stuff. Remember they tried to charge resort parking and they quit doing it. Yeah, J Grubs. I mean, that was the first thing they did was let's start charging parking, and it was the worst decision they made. 100%. Ooh, buddy. $100. All right. Wait. All right. So 10 after 9. I stayed up way too late last night thanks to Chris. I'm going to Gonna bow out, folks. I appreciate it. So we're gonna be back on Sunday. Brandy and I will be here. We're going to talk about something. Not sure, but something. Jeanette says they charged me once when I didn't even have a car there. Friend just dropped me off. Yeah, it's freaking crazy. Yeah, they're dumb. But look it. I am around. We will see you Sunday. 7:30-ish. Going on that. Again, patrons, thank you so much. Debbie Birdfeld, Mandy V, Jill W, Jason Udo, Karen Cook, Jeanette Sebastian the Crab, Nicole Happy's Hunt, Kenneth H. Again, if you are interested, Patreon link is down there. More to come when it comes to that, and more to come with everything else as we roll into the first of the year, but we're trying to make it more than that. So it's not just a New Year's resolution, it's a thing. So look it. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Chris will be on at some point. Head on over to him. But be here Sunday. We'll see you then. We will see you next week as we move into the Christmas week. The end of the year. Nicole, don't be sorry that you missed. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you go back and rewatch, cool. Just appreciate you hanging out for a couple minutes. So look it. Love you all. Appreciate you. We will see you soon. Have a fantastic weekend. Here we go, Stillers. And we are Penn State Saturday, noon, against that SMU team. Go take a watch. Night all. Night to you all. Good night to you all. Epcotians. I don't even know. Definitely not as cool as Terry Crews. But I love you. So we'll talk soon. Have a great night. Happy Thursday. Later.